Did you know that Japanese students consistently rank among the highest in global academic performance, yet they study fewer hours than most American students? So, what's their secret? Stick around, because we're about to explore real Japanese study routines that are so effective, you can apply them anywhere, and they'll completely transform how you approach studying. Let's be honest, studying often feels like a battle. You sit down with good intentions, but 10 minutes later, you find yourself scrolling through Instagram, your mind wandering, or you're stuck rereading the same sentence multiple times. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. But here's the good news, the problem isn't you, it's the strategy. Today, we are going to unpack Japanese study habits that don't depend on hustle culture or 10-hour grind sessions. These are practical, proven techniques rooted in discipline, mindfulness, and cultural values. And the best part? You can adopt them right now, no matter where you are in the world. By the end of this video, you will walk away with study habits that will help you focus more deeply, retain more information, and stay motivated for longer. Let's get started. However, here's the thing. Most people don't fail because they're lazy. They fail because they were never taught how to study effectively. Think about it. We're told to focus, work hard, and stop procrastinating. But no one teaches us the actual techniques that make studying easier and more effective. That ends today. The difference between a top student and someone who struggles? It's not intelligence, it's strategy. The strategies you're about to learn have been used quietly by some of the most disciplined students in the world. So get ready, this could change everything. The Shuchu mindset, mastering deep focus. In Japan, the word Shuchu means concentration or immersion. It represents more than just paying attention. It's about entering a flow state where distractions don't exist. Japanese students are trained from a young age to respect time and give full attention to the task at hand. You won't find them multitasking or switching between tasks every few minutes. How to apply this? Try studying in focused intervals. One effective technique is the Pomodoro method. Work for 25 minutes without interruption, followed by a 5-minute break. During those 25 minutes, enter full Shuchu mode. No phone, no music with lyrics, and no distractions. It's not about how long you study, it's about how deeply you focus during that time. Think of your brain like a camera. Multitasking is like trying to zoom in while spinning the camera. Everything becomes blurry. Shuchu locks the lens and brings clarity. The power of routine, same time, same place. In Japan, students often follow strict routines, not just in school, but also at home. They typically study at the same time and in the same environment every day. This builds something powerful, study muscle memory. When your brain associates a specific place and time with studying, it begins to switch into focus mode automatically. How to apply this? Choose a specific time each day, even if it's just for 30 minutes, and a dedicated study spot. Over time, this routine will become a mental trigger for productivity. Bonus tip, keep your study space minimal. Japanese homes are often small, so students learn to keep their desks clutter-free. A clean space equals a clear mind. Yoyuu, leaving space in your brain. In Japanese culture, there's a concept called Yoyuu, which means mental breathing room. Instead of cramming or pulling all-nighters, Japanese students often space out their learning to avoid mental overload. This approach helps reduce stress and enhances long-term memory retention. How to apply this? Use spaced repetition, which involves reviewing material at increasing intervals, day 1, day 3, day 7, day 14, and so on. Apps like Anki or Quizlet can simplify this process. It's not about how many hours you study in one day, it's about how frequently you revisit what you've learned. This technique helps transfer information from short-term memory to long-term memory, making studying feel easier over time. Handwriting notes, the Kakikomi technique. While most students today rely on typing, Japanese students often take notes by hand. This isn't old-fashioned, it's strategic. Kakikomi means writing things out, and research supports this approach. Handwriting significantly boosts comprehension and memory compared to typing. How to apply this? When learning a new concept, write it out in your own words instead of just copying the textbook. Summarize, explain, and make doodles to create connections. This active engagement transforms passive reading into active learning. Pro tip: use color-coded pens, as many Japanese students do. For example, red equals important definitions, blue equals examples, and green equals questions or reminders. This turns your notebook into a personalized textbook. Mental review before sleep, Oyasumi Study. Here's something subtle but powerful. Many Japanese students engage in a quick review before bed, spending just 5 to 10 minutes going over key concepts. Why do they do this? Because your brain continues to process information while you sleep. Reviewing before bed sends a clear signal to your brain: this information is important. Remember it. How to apply this? Keep flashcards or a one-page summary by your bedside. Review them right before sleep. That's all there is to it. Over time, you'll find that you remember more with less effort. It's like planting seeds in your brain garden before turning off the lights. Group study equals accountability plus insight. While Japanese students value silence during study, group study also plays an important role, especially in Juku after-school study centers. They form small study groups, not for casual conversation, but to test each other, quiz vocabulary, or explain concepts aloud. This approach creates accountability and uncovers gaps in understanding. How to apply this? You don't need a classroom setting for this. Just find one study partner. Meet online or in person once a week and take turns teaching each other various topics. If you can explain something simply, it means you truly understand it. Remember, teaching is one of the best ways to learn. Mindfulness equals mental strength. Japanese schools often begin the day with silent reflection or meditation. This practice helps students clear their minds and prepare for focused work. You don't need incense or a guru, just 1 minute of silence, eyes closed and deep breathing. How to apply this? Before you start studying, take 60 seconds. Breathe in through your nose, hold, and then breathe out slowly. Repeat this 5 times. This small practice signals to your brain it's time to focus. Let's go. Respect for education equals motivation from within. In Japanese culture, education is viewed as a path not just to success, but to character development. Parents, teachers, and society instill a deep respect for effort, not just results. This fosters intrinsic motivation, the kind that doesn't rely on rewards or fear of failure. Students study because they believe in the value of learning itself. How to apply this? Reframe how you see studying. It's not a punishment, nor is it just about receiving an A or avoiding an F. It's about becoming more capable, knowledgeable, and prepared for life. Every study session is a step toward the future version of yourself. Imagine you are building a bridge. Every page you read and every note you write adds a plank. Eventually, you'll walk across it with confidence. Start small. Pick 2 techniques from today's guide and try them for a week. See what changes. What to do next? If you found this helpful, don't keep it to yourself. Like, share, and subscribe for more real-world strategies that actually work. Let us know in the comments which Japanese study habits are you going to try first. This is just the beginning. You have got the tools, now go build the results.